Hi, welcome back again. Now, hopefully you've put together an exercise ruck like I showed you in the other video, and you've already gone on the walk through St. Edward State Park and part of my neighborhood to get a feel for what rucking is like. And now we're going to do a little bit of ruck PT, which is just using the rucksack or the backpack as an exercise device. Now remember, start with less weight rather than more weight. It's better to do more repetitions, the exercise more times, than to have one that's too heavy and it messes up your form and you don't do the exercise right, or you can't do it at all. All right? So 5 to 7 pounds, right in that neighborhood for younger people, and maybe a little more for older people, but you can't, it's okay to go light on this. It's okay. No problem with that. All right. As we do these, I want to be sure that you understand two words. Okay? Sets and repetitions. When I speak of sets, I'm referring to doing an exercise over and over, pausing to rest, 15 to 30 seconds, and then doing it that many times again. That would be 2 sets. So let's say it's high lift, like this. That'd be 1 repetition. A repetition is doing the exercise once. So 1 repetition of this exercise would be like that. 1 repetition of the lunge we're going to do will be 1 on the left leg, 1 on the right leg. So then if we want to think about sets, sets refer to groups of repetitions, and I know it can be kind of confusing. So 1 set of 10 high lifts, then a rest, and then another set of 10 high lifts would make sense. Or you can have a list of exercises like I do today, and you can go through the list 1 set at a time for each exercise and then go back through. There's some exercise value to doing it the other way, but the benefit for you all right now is not that great, so I'm not going to worry about it. You can do your sets either way. You should do 2 sets of each of these exercises. The other video was a bit long, and this one is going to be also, so I don't want to make it longer by doing multiple sets. But the best value in exercise is doing multiple sets of each exercise. So our first exercise is going to be the high lift. Now, each time we do this, I'm going to demonstrate 1 repetition, and then we'll start it and start counting. Okay? All right. So a high lift. We keep our elbows high, and we pull it to the chin. Now, there's something you want to know, though. I'm not leaning over and pulling it like this. I'm staying nice and straight. I'm activating my core, which means pulling in my belly button a little bit, and then up I go. So we're going to do 10 of those. Ready? Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, elbows high, 9, almost there, 10. Our next exercise is the ruck squat, which means we're going to take the backpack and put it on. So our next one is the ruck squat. And to do a ruck squat, we're going to lower our hips, push our bottom out that way, keep our chest up this way. You should be able to see straight ahead of you. You should never be looking right at the floor. Okay? So down and up. That's 1. So 10 ruck squats. Ready? Down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There you go. For this one, you're going to want to be really careful where you are. Okay? We're going to hold the ruck right here, kind of like we did for the high pull, except now when we're going to swing it in front of us. And when we do that, we're going to push it kind of with our hips right away to get it started. and we're going to lift up. Now, the highest you ever go is even with your shoulders. Now, this is a ruck swing. We go up. It usually takes 2 tries to get it all the way up for me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I noticed there that I had my core activated the entire time. It was pulled in a little bit. That's what you want on all of these exercises. Okay, so ruck mountain climbers. We're going to put this on. For the mountain climbers, we're going to have hands out here and our feet go out here, and we're going to bring our feet forward a bit. And it's left, right is 1 repetition. All right, ready? And I put 1 knee forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and you see it slide forward? It was just tapping me in the head. Now I'm going to leave the camera down low because I want you to be able to see my legs. We're going to be doing ruck lunges. My legs are more important than my face. Okay, so a ruck lunge looks like this. I'll show you first. 1 foot goes out, the other knee comes down, almost taps the floor, the other foot goes out. That's 1 repetition right there. Okay, so let's begin. There's 1 lunge, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you lose your balance, just come back on. 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Those are a lot of work when you have a big bunch of weight on your back, aren't they? So our last one is the ruck flutter kick. And what that means is I'm going to be on my back and I'm going to hold this above my head and I'm going to lock my arms out. My arms aren't going to bend and have it down here. So I'm going to be up here. Then I'm going to raise my feet up and kick, kick, 1. The feet stay up the whole time. All right, you ready? Kick, kick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, we're supposed to stop at 10, weren't we? I like that one. Okay, so some guidelines to think about when you're exercising with weight on your back. Don't run with the weight on your back for exercise. If you're late coming to school, that's between you and your parent. But for exercise, better to not run with the weight on your back. Take it off and then go for your run. Don't do any excessive jumping with a ruck on. You could do something like jumping jacks, but you don't want to be doing any big jumping type exercise or activities. It's just not all that good for your knees especially. You can also do step ups, which would be you take something that's sturdy like a curb or a sturdy box and you step up with 1 foot, then down, and then up with the other foot and down. You're going up once, down, that's 1. So that's another left, right equals 1 exercise. Now that you've been introduced to it, without all the Mr. Mayberry chitter chatter, you could get a lot of exercise in. I wrote down a couple of extra exercises that you could do with a ruck. The step-ups, burpees, push-ups, And there's just many others. There's sit-ups, and you just have to figure out how to do it. I gave you some good basic ones. Now go ahead and do 2 or 3 more sets of those without all of this from me. All right? Thanks for being in PE. I wish we were together. Bye.